Welcome, Warriors, back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2. And once again, thank you for all the subscriptions, comments, likes, donations. You guys are wonderful. Like I said, I'm glad this is helping. I'm glad that some people feel that it's positive, and we're going to continue doing those. And I take a lot of ideas and things that you're doing as I try to kind of look up some research on it and kind of do this. And so the last couple we've had with Nightfall and Brahmacharya for Women kind of came from questions and things in the audience and people looking at. So please continue to continue to kind of state how you feel. I'm certainly not an expert in any of this, but I can give you my experiences and talking with people and looking at people and looking at some of the research I can see. I can kind of give you my best opinion about what's happening with things, and I think that I've kind of studied a lot of the Brahmacharya, Stoicism. I've also studied the celibacy in Tibet monasteries, looking at those and how they developed through chakras, and we'll talk about all of those things as we go through. But this topic we're going to talk about is called Roar of the Lion, and that's having courage. So what happens on your retention trip? And once again, I'm gonna talk for the man's perspective, but certainly, as I talked about in the last video, women and men are affected the same way. But let's talk about courage here, gang. So in my experiences, I would have to say that I lacked in courage. Almost like that lion that we had in Wizard of Oz, right? Not having a heart, a courage to be able to stand up and say things and do things. And I had some success at times, but I can kind of contribute a lot of that to the fact that I didn't realize at the time, but I had bits of retention. Whether I was doing a fast, whether I was doing a 10-day retention, I didn't realize at the time, but I had gotten stronger. And the times that I lost energy, through my own lack of knowledge, ignorance to the topic, are the times that I felt lack of confidence. And I had no courage. And I could not take chances or risks. And I wasn't strong enough to do that. Strong enough to look at people straight in the eye. Strong enough to actually go ahead and take that next step and take that chance. Heck, like I said so many times before, I would never have done any of these types of videos. And I'd probably be too scared to actually put it on YouTube, right? And so no matter what happens, I have overcome those type of things, and for that, I'm very, very grateful for, right? I'm grateful to be able to kind of move in that direction. And so I know a lot of you are suffering from the same type of thing, and this is a matter of courage. But ladies and gentlemen, the idea comes from the fact that down deep, you know in yourself that you're not doing well when you're losing energy. When you're getting affected by pictures and all these type of things, you are not the same individual. You're not the strong individual that has that strength and that roared lion. And you could tell. You look at a person who is on retention, you could tell they have inner strength. They feel strong. They have a roar to them. They're not afraid to do things, take chances. They're not afraid to be a risk taker. They're not afraid to go ahead and show courage and not be afraid of what people are going to say. And that's the big part of it. I was afraid more of the consequences of things that I did, and that stopped me from doing a lot of things that I should have done more in the past. And I think when it comes to investing money, when it comes to making money, taking jobs, not taking jobs, going out on your own, all these things go back to the idea of, are you able to control yourself enough to be able to pull the trigger and say, okay, I'm going to go do this now. Or I'm not going to do this because other people tell me to do that. That comes back to a matter internally for yourself. And I believe in my whole heart right now that this journey I'm on is allowing me to become a different person because of that inner, what I call inner braces, inner courage that you have, that now you can take risks, you can do different things you wouldn't have done before. And other people notice that. And so I believe other opportunities will come through, and I've heard people tell me this as well, because of what you're doing. Your whole life will change, and you will bring people into your life that's a lot more positive, right? I just had a student in one of my classes tell me that she was going through a tough time because all the people around her were doing things that were wrong. And she could not break away from that. Finally, and she's only 19, 20 years old, so she was able to finally break away, and kudos to her for the courage to be able to say, get away from this, right? Remember, people, the people around you, well-meaning as they might be the ones that are turning you into what you are and leading you down the wrong path. And so you have to surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up and bring you to that next level. Now, if they're family members, well, now you got a whole different type of situation. If you ended up marrying somebody like that, or you end up in a family, you're going to have to figure out a way to deal with that and still achieve your goals, even though you know you're not going to get encouragement. You know you're not going to go get any sort of positive feedback about what you're doing. And sometimes we grow up in families like this. Now, it does make you stronger because you know down deep you have that strength that you're going to go ahead and still continue to achieve this. But you're going to have to put up with a lot of that type of negative naysayer types of things. And if you happen to be with people around you that you can make a change, then make a change. This woman I was talking to in the class, she basically made the change. She got away from the negative people. And I call it getting rid of the clutter in your life. Have the courage to get rid of the clutter. Have the courage to say, I'm going to do my own thing. Have the courage to say, I'm going to search out people who are succeeded. One of the best things I did in the past, and not always been on retention, but the good idea that I had was I interviewed a lot of CEOs. I tried to find out what made them tick, why they become successful. I really want to be successful. I really want to live a long life. I want these type of things as part of my goals. And so I'm searching for people, searching for videos, searching for people who know how to do these things, who have succeeded. And that's the only way you can do it, gang. Find people who've succeeded. So I search people out when it came to retention. I find out the benefits of brahmacharya, retention, of celibacy. All these type of things are important in the growth. You've got to continue to grow. Read, talk to people, listen, watch videos, instructive videos, not crazy videos. Watch instructive videos. Watch things that are going to help you succeed. Have the courage to be able to go out there and find that information. Have the courage to surround yourself with people who are positive. Have the courage to set goals, not be afraid that I can't do this. I can't do that. Yes, you can. You are a strong person, and you're a person that can achieve anything you put your mind to. And under retention, you're even stronger than you think you are. You have a strength of a lion. And the lion is the king of the jungle. And a lion is going to be able to kind of do things that a lot of other people can't do. So until next time, battle on.